Alright, hello there YouTube, this is Mr. Pokemon 907 and welcome to this is episode 24 of my Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak playthrough. So a lot has been happening. I'm hoping for some sort of a surprise demo release for Monster Hunter World, something of the sort. Some sort of new gameplay footage, something, just giving us a hint as to what we could come to expect for the Monster Hunter Wilds video game on the Nintendo Switch 2. But as of right now, this is what I'm showcasing right now. Is what I'm playing now. I was thinking about starting for Ultimate as a series as well, but there's still like a lot being done. I'm not playing camera recording an actual 3DS system. I'm definitely not doing that, although that would be awesome. To be honest, I do have a setup I can easily do. I already did a full playthrough of Mario Kart, not full, but majority of Mario Kart 7, the Nintendo 3DS Mario Kart. I already did record in that way. This feels really loud, to be honest. So yeah, this is my original playthrough. This is I'd say the iconic armor, or should I say outfit set from Monster Hunter Portable 3rd that was on a PlayStation Portable as well as PlayStation 3. Awesome video game, quite awesome. So we're gonna continue on ahead here, definitely. Damn good. I'm definitely changing that. Definitely changing that outfit. Maybe right now. I don't know. Every episode. Waiting until I start my episode to start buzzing across my screen. So this is the fault of my dad. I'd say he's been kind of trying to force me to open the front window of my room. But because of the locale, I do not know what's going on out there. There's like a lot of flies. I guess the bats and the monkeys started eating the mangoes out there. There's a lot of I'd say creature activity outside. Although outside is kept clean, there's no garbage, there's no food of that sort. At least for me. But yeah. So I've got a lot of weird. We're supposedly in the end days, so there's a lot of weird stuff going on. But these flies, nothing to do with uncleanliness in my part. Just annoying as hell. I'm keeping my front window shut as of now. The wind direction goes through directly toward my house. I do not know why it was built, and that means like towards the house, and that draft comes straight down through the driveway directly towards this house and to my window. So anything that's in the air outside, any unclean anything, the air isn't the purest, is gonna come straight. So just a recap for those who might be new here, first episode you're watching, I've completed everything obviously in one. I've actively completed all the necessary main quests for 5 all the way up to 6, so those are complete. 6-star for village quest, and I'm continuing on right now. I've started the 4-star, which is high rank in the hub, which is the guild. So this is where things really begin to, I'd say, amp up for this series. So what I'm going to do is, instead of doing a mission at this episode, where I'm limited to a particular time and fighting a monster, and then I get all like riled up into doing, what I'm going to do is, yeah, this looks pleasing here. So this is going to be high rank, and as well, I do need some materials from Kezu. So I'm gonna go ahead, and because that's what I aim at, that's definitely what I aim at getting here. Some materials for Kezu, for a new Kezu armor. So my items are fine, as you can see there. Manage equipment. I see that Kezu. Alright, so let's go ahead, check the hunter's notes. Large monsters. Kezu is going to be somewhere around here. Alright, ailment. So that's fire for sure. That's mostly fire and poison. Alright, that's looking like the lightweight light. Bright lights, huh? These disgusting fucking fruit flies. Because I've had some mango skins and stuff just packed up in here. Then I had my window open, so that all adds up to flies. So I've got a bunch in here, and it's gonna be a bit before there. I did clear the spider webs. My bad. There's no spider webs, anything in here. There's no way that these guys are gonna leave anytime soon, sadly. But yeah, let's go on a expedition quest. First expedition quest, I'd say, color expedition quest of this series so far. So there's no main mission to, as you can see in the top left right here. I did one already, but I call this the true big one because that was a low rank village quest expedition. But there's nothing of any sort to particularly do other than collect as much materials as is needed, as I do want. And I could, you know, even right now hit complete quest and go back home, and you know, everything that I gather here would be tallied and carried in. So I'm just going to sort as I usually do here what I already first picked up, transfer, just drop those in there. So the first thing that I usually do on an expedition, because that's the only time that I find myself doing so, is when I get low on raw meats, when I get low on the food item that gives you whatever maximum energy bar or energy range, you know, energy gauge for the hunter. When I run out of raw meats, I just, you know, gather as much as I can. So let's even grab that, the usual route, and get on down this way. Come on, hunter is so slow. So drop here, grab this as well, and there's usually some pawpaw right here. Pawpaw, why they call him that? Holy shit. The big mammoth looking creatures, they call them pawpaw for some reason. Holy shit. These things ain't playing nice, man. Alright, so see if we can get at least a raw meat from this thing. Nope, high quality pelt. High rank pelt. Alright, it's something. Come on, where you going? Where you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Still not dropping. High rank. High rank, holy shit. So this is gonna get me, I guess. This is gonna get a V. Yup. Touch the brush, so safe, get a V for that. Alright, stout bone. And a raw meat, so nice. Got one. And I'd say the easiest, the best weapon to go about expedition hunting with is a paralysis and stun weapon. Thunder and paralysis weapon, actually. Those weapons do wonders, because even these, instead of being able to run, even if you don't knock them out right away, if the paralysis kicks in, they can't move, and you can just finish dishing them off. And that's what I usually use when I'm, you know, chaining raw meats. But that's not what this is all about. Definitely aiming for Kazoo right around here as well. Right, come on, drop, you piece of shit. Good. Alright. So the usual route, you know, I'm gonna jump on down here. Collect this, slide from here. Grab that. There's some more down here, but it's so close to the freaking brush. It's gonna be useless train. It's so much before it even drops. Holy crap. Oh my god. Alright, so got that. Got that right there. Vocal tongue. And another useless attempt. Alright, so grab this. Oh, Jesus, just hop off. Dang it. Missed my footing. I guess I've already adapted to the scaling the television uses. Messing up these jumps and runs quite a lot now. Alright, so up here. Nope. Oh my god. Straight over. Right over. Alright. And so right here is a brush. Grab these. Get that poison toad. That could be useful, especially for Kezu. Kezu's like a big bunch of meat. I'm not gonna say what sort of meat. Disgusting looking piece of shit, but I do need its armor though. I hate hearing this thing's roars, anything of that sort. It's got no freaking eyeballs. It's like a literal nightmare. People who like looking at Kezu or fighting Kezu, they're totally freaky as hell. I'm not gonna apologize for saying that either. I hate to see this thing. I hate to see it at all, hear it, whatever else. Worst thing ever made. Oh my god. Thing looks like a raw lab experiment that escaped or some shit. Like it was all faulty and they weren't going to release it to the outdoors, but it somehow broke out of the lab. You know, as hideous as it is, holy shit, thing is so disgustingly unfit for the open wilds. My gosh, I hate seeing this thing. Alright, so good. I think the health is looking good enough. Alright, so up here. Grab that. And I think I'm fine. Ah, right. So there's another one down here. Alright. Grab this. Back up this way. And yeah. So right, there's another health here. I think that's right. That's defense. Yep, orange is defense. Hunter's already out of it. You see the slow run just now, right? The slow run animation, out of energy already. Alright, so got those, completed that. So they're the optional subquests that I've been selecting. Alright, side quest optional. So I've just got mushrooms and bones now. Because I forgot to reassign those. Damn, this is going to be difficult. Holy shit. This is going to be difficult, man. I don't know if this is matched. The expedition is actually matched for the particular ranking because there's 4, 5, 6, 7, you know. And I'm only practically at 4-star quality. You know, I just started this thing, this high rank section. It's like 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, right? So 4, 5, and 6. This entire episode I'm going to be committing toward just, you know, getting materials and stuff like that. And yeah, it's going to make a lot more sense instead of so that I can just, you know, gradually progress the rankings a lot easier. Expedition is the savior. Just one episode, just this episode. I'd be, you know, focusing on material, carbs and stuff like that. All right, material gathering. Hate this freaking thing, man. Oh my god, ugly as hell. Look at it, man. Disgusting bitch. Ah, hate it, I hate it. But I need it for its materials. Oh, nope. There we go. Easily avoided. Oh my god. Get some more damage off. Make sure that that thing doesn't hit me. Ah. That was a close one. You done? You done? You done? You piece of shit. Ah. You piece of shit. Oh my god. This is partly part of why I hate this thing so much. Dang annoying as hell. That was like 2, 3 wars in one go. Oh god. Oh, nope. And then a second. I don't think it does a third. That would have been seriously, you know, ridiculous. Okay. Okay, buddy. Far from a buddy, but I don't know how that just rang out. Okay, you piece of crap. Come on. Was this? I thought it was running. It is. So where is it going? Alright, cool. So you can see it's moving to area 5, bottom left. Got the little map right there. I don't know, this randomly reminded me, just looking at that map, reminded me somehow of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. That was going to be an awesome playthrough. I found out what it really was that was causing the graphical inconsistencies and all that sort of, you know, all the problems. That's going to be an awesome playthrough for sure. Looking forward to that when they do continue, but for right now, I'm just going to show how easy it is to speedily jump through this game. Get this armor collected. Oh, INCARTUM is here to save the day. I don't have to fight this thing alone. Good. Good, swap monsters so that I can actively get this damage in. Great. Holy shit. So this thing is weak to fire. INCARTUM does some... Oh shit, how did I press that? I think I pressed Y by mistake, but INCARTUM is a fire monster. It could have easily done more damage onto this thing. What the hell is going on here? Come on. Oh shit. What was that? I somehow took damage against a ridiculous Kezu. I guess that was INCARTUM's doing. It had to be INCARTUM, right? Oh my gosh. So let me just sharpen this thing. Come on. I think this is a bit low. Just gonna turn that there. Yeah, there we go. So it went all the way to area 10 at the top of the map on the bottom left. The bottom left, there's a map. Bottom left of this screen is a map there. And at the top of the map. No, is that area? It's not area 10, right? But it's the cave up behind here. Right, come on, over this way. I mean, I'd say it's far, but you know, obviously it isn't too far. But it's still quite a distance, you know. We're already here. Only cause I'm speed dashing constantly with the Palamute, but still yet with OD. Yeah, I'm here already. That's what matters, right? Get this shit over with. In less than 20 minutes. Come on, damage. I got really good at telling which move is which move now, so I think I'm fine at shit. Yeah, good thing I moved. Come on, you done yet, you piece of shit? Alright, so large wyvern tier. A large bit of tier is wet by wyverns on certain occasions. Account item. Alright, so ready this. Get the fuck down, bitch. And I hit again. Too smart. CPU so smart. I easily should have been able to dodge that as well, but the timing, man. Alright, so let me just heal. Get this no berry going. Use the no berry to fuck. Alright, there we go. Come on. Why am I doing so little damage? Holy shit. Come on. Don't tell me I need another upgrade already. No way, man. I guess it's because this weapon is like, this weapon is elementless. It has no element to add to it. Oh, come on. Another no berry. Alright, let me catch my focus. I mean, I'm a bit fatigued from the 2 days straight Street Fighter 6 playing for hours on end. I don't think it's fatigue actually, it's like emotional distraught because to me, compared to Super Smash, Street Fighter is a bit boring. I'm going to be honest, but I did spend the money on the game and the characters, and you know, there's some event items that are kind of cool. I still want to get them, but the only way to do that is if I raise my kudos points. I'm talking about Street Fighter again, but you know, the very same company that created this Monster Hunter created Street Fighter as well. Anyways, I think they overdid it, to be honest. And I am not looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds doing anything similar to this. So I'm going to be thoroughly checking this game now, seeing if it's worth buying, if it's going to be worse of, you know, the DLC. If it's going to be worse than this, then that's a no for me, because any game that constantly drags away your time just to unlock a few things, or like, oh, this has this anomaly quest shit, I've got to level my monsters up like constantly. I think I've been putting some work in, seeing if I can get the final item. You know, there's a monster, you've got to fight it multiple times until you get its investigation upgraded enough that you get these unique items for the actual total maximization of your weapons. You know, unlocking the final slot for the weapon. You've got to attain items from this monster. I'm just saying, you know, because, you know, keeping the privacy of, you know, what I did, so no one can, you know, swear in untruths that they're who, whatever. For my own reason, I'm keeping that private. It won't be showing as much in my from my personal play file anymore. Hells no. Alright, but point is, this game does overdo it. It is crazy as hell. Oh fuck! So I got it knocked out or something. Oh, it still did it. I just launched myself far enough that I was out of its sights. That's the best way to put it. Good stuff. Oh shit. Dodge back again. Is that a double? Nope. Only once. Good. Jesus Christ. Fucking bad guy. Stay over here, you fucking parasitic pieces of shit. This is my freaking steal. This is my take, man. I'm taking this thing down, then all of a sudden bad guys show up out of nowhere. In fact, actually, I think this is where the bad guy do live, but still yet. Like, just leave the premises, man. You fucking hyenas. Alright, so me whetstone here. Get this weapon sharpened. Was this 23 minutes in and I'm still actively fighting this piece of shit. Toppled, holy shit, nice. There we go, get that damage in. Yeah. Oh, what? Alright. Get that. Ah. You can easily see, holy hell, these games are tiring as a fudge. Imagine doing this, but it's like a monster that's way more... I'm just risking being hit so much, and it isn't really punishing me that bad. But imagine fighting Shigeru Magala or something else for like hours upon end. Hours. Over and over, just for a few freaking, you know, it's terrible, man. It is terrible. So, oh, there we go. Risk the full bar just to get that off again. I can recover after. It's gonna automatically turn the, you know, rage mode off either way. Alright. So it's running again, of course, right into the deepest part of the cave, even deeper than that was 12 that I went to previously. I can go here as well. No, I've definitely got to go from the cave again and go, you know, for even further into the cave. So almost 30 minutes already and I'm still fighting this piece of shit. I've definitely got some upgrading to do. I need to see if I can get at least the fire weapon and or a poison one for this thing, because those are the weaknesses for it. You can check even in mission, so go again, check again, just in case you're someone who skipped here. So most of them have at least one and or two star. Blast is 2, fire is 2. There is a weapon eventually you get in this game that's a fire and poison weapon. So those decimate Kezu, or should be decimating Kezu. But you can, as you can see here, poison is 3 stars and fire is 2. So that's the best bet. Either a poison weapon or a fire weapon. Let's go. Though this this current weapon has no element, but for future reference, if you're looking forward to taking this thing down for materials, if you do need them, and then fire and poison for sure. Right, come on, you piece of shit. Come on. Where you going? Huh? Playing, Jesus, it's just the combo. Alright, the combo is, you can easily be locked into a combo, and I'm playing with these ridiculous Joy-Con 2s. Input is slow. I'm playing in handheld mode, so it's already slow enough, and it's going to be using Bluetooth. Oh my god. I'd easily say that the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Cons are not that quick. Button input speed-wise, it's almost impossible to cancel out of moves and stuff like that, because the input is just being read after all those milliseconds. It is impossible to, I'd say, speed on through combos and such like that. But if I'm ever not using them, it's because they needed charging, something like that. Alright, come on. Dang annoying. It's not dying, and it's constantly just dishing out attacks to waste time. Using this, I've definitely got to sharpen this before it goes into the yellow and orange and or red. Jesus God. So believe it or not, that flinch on from my Palamute deer was from the gust of wind after Kezu jumped back. So gust of wind alone can actually make you and or your pets flinch in this game. Dang annoying, man. Annoying as shit. Alright, so come on. Jesus God. Annoying piece of shit. Ah. Come on. Ah, fucking demonic piece of shit. So he avoided that. I managed to. Nice. Oh, God. Alright, nope. This ain't looking good. A good thing it wasn't hit by that. Oh my god. Is it going to be doing that multiple times? Good. At least I got to topple off. Sweet. There we go. There we go. Setting this at one time. Please don't run, you piece of shit. I think I got it. Yup. Alright, and because this is an expedition, that's not end of mission, that was not a target, that's just something that I happen to capture here, so I can keep going. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to explore, collect, and whenever the items box, that we have here, the bag gets full, then we're just going to go back to the camp, and, drop those items in there, and start over again, pick up some more stuff, leave these here. So now this is like permanently a great wire bug spot that I can just pull. And where does it take me? Because you can see on the map. Okay, so I guess above here. Yeah, no problemo. See what's up here. Alright, and grab some of those again. And nothing too useful around here. There's this bone pile. Alright, dragon bone relic. A curiously unfossilized bone from a dragon that once roamed these lands. Unfossilized? Wait, what? What are you talking about? It's so weird sounding unfossilized. Isn't it fossilized? Isn't it bone has been there for years? What do they mean? Okay then. It's a fossil that's unfossilized. If you get what I'm saying, they're still gonna at some point call it a fossil. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, let's go to chat menu, press Y. Right, a curiously unfossilized dragonborn relic, or I call it a relic, but still from a dragon that once roamed. Okay, these lands, yeah, weird as hell. Either way, let's go. There is Izuchi in the Frost Islands. That is a rare one. I even think it should be a variant, if anything. Then, like, because there's the. Let me give you an example of what I mean here. All right, so that great bad guy. There's another variant of that in this game. So there is, let's see, Hunter's Notes again. There's Great Bagai, there's Great Izuchi, right? So Great Bagai is the leader of the Bagai that live around here. Those little blue ones that annoyed me while I was fighting Kezu on the outside, right? And Great Izuchi is mostly seen in the Shrine Ruins. So what the hell is a Great Izuchi doing in the... I can see it on the map here. It's over just below Area 5. I'm running there now because this is weird. What the hell is a Great Izuchi doing out here? This is unheard of. Quite so. Literally. Alright, so let me just go over this way and back down this route. This is weird, so I'm definitely checking it out. What is this? What the heck is this? What is this thing doing out here? Alright. So I got it top. Oh, it was Atnasom. So I'm wondering, Great Izuchi is going to be quite useless, I guess. Atnasom, I've already got the full armor, but you know what? You know what? Mid-fight, swapping places. And taking this Izuchi down. I've already got the high rank Atnasom armor on right now. As of this fight, that's what I'm wearing. This bird that I'm riding right here is named Atnasom, and I already made a full armor set from this bird's parts, you know, body parts. So, gotcha, you piece of shit. Oh, finishing move. Oh snap. Okay. Oh. Winner, Hunter. Hunter wins. Alright. Anyway, I was just slashing away at this thing for fun because no way do I need any more of those materials. I don't think even in master rank, you know, Izuchi is one of the beginner monsters, low ranking monsters in power, so its suit isn't going to be as tough either. So not really useless, not really worth it unless you're already in master rank. Your weapon is already strong as hell, and you're just looking to, you know, collect every armor you can. Although you can at some point as well create these things called layered armors, where they only change your appearance, they don't actually change your stats. You can wear whatever strong armor you want underneath, and you know, just to edit what your hunter looks like online and in game. You can also create layered armors of every armor set. So if I wanted to, I could wear the, for example, actually be wearing, actual wearing would be Arzuros or something, and put this over my, but that's not what's happening here. And we go to status and equipment info, and he has Atmosom that I'm wearing right here. Yeah, but let's get on it with some more item collection. I think I collected enough items that are rare enough from here, and I've already gone past 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do is, I did capture a monster as well. I'm going to end this one off, and I'm going to, Jesus, whatever the hell that was. So I'm going to end this one off and go over to the Shrine Ruins, because those are the only two that I have thus far unlocked for this expedition anyways, as you could have seen earlier in this vid. Alright, so got those items, awesome, and Shrine Ruins, getting the unique high rank materials from here as well, as much as I can gather and muster. Say it like that for, you know, like dramatic expression. Alright, so got those. This is potion at mega. Yeah, there we go. So this goes here. Replenish those, replenish that, replenish those, and everything else goes. It does rhyme. Pretty awesome, right? Anyways, got those sorted, got those all sorted. There is let me check the chat menu. Right, the Argosy is full, so I'm just gonna run over here. I can teleport there as well with the map, but it's never the same. It never is. Watch it. Was what? What? Blue? What's this? Right, so talk. An essential for any Chimera hunter is knowing how to handle endemic life, and to do that, we need to gather info on those critters. Care to lend me a hand? To lend a hand? Don't worry, I'll make sure you're well compensated for the work. This time, let's go with finding 30 different species. Sound good? I think I did it already. Discovered 30, got 30 out of 30. Request completed. Because, you know, I've been playing a lot, running around collecting a lot of stuff. It all paid off, didn't it? I expected nothing less from a Chimera hunter. And now let's see. Well, look at that. So many different creatures. Whoa, what's this? And this? I've never seen them before. This is great. Fantastic, even. Sorry about that. I got carried away there. Here are some great werebugs for your trouble. Maybe they'll help you find even more new and interesting creatures. Yeah, quite awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, much needed. You know, I'm going to be unlocking new areas soon enough anyways. I think, oh, there we go. So now I've unlocked another submarine, I guess. Something of the sort. What is this? Nice paintings, though. Alright, so get those buddy tickets. What's this? Great timing, the buddies having everyone to protect. Right. Rampage activity in the vicinity of the presently active low rank quests. As mercenaries, you cannot ignore this. You have cited a rampage threat, and I ask that you allow us to deal with it. But a successful materials be rewarded to you. Alright, so now I can... the mercenaries will sometimes discover small-scale rampage outbreaks during their surveys. Upon discovery, rampage will be added to the scout location. These surveys are far more dangerous than normal as they contain more monsters, but they're also a great chance to find more monster materials. Give it a shot if you come across one. Yeah, so select destination, and I don't see any. It does say a rampage somewhere. I don't see why you tell me that and that there isn't a rampage, because I've played through the game. I already know how it's supposed to look. So we're not being given any of those. Something is up there, I guess. Jesus, these freaking flies. Leave. You piece of shit, leave. Alright, I think we're going to use this. Yeah, the rampage isn't showing up at all. I'm gonna go with this, use one of those, and let's go. Oh, right, so 40 minutes in, and it didn't even get to start the Shrine Ruins. Kinda dang annoying, because I don't want this video to be going too far in, too much memory. I've got a bit less working on another project other than this, and that already took some memory on my SD. So, yeah. A new stage of splendor awaits. What's this? Behold, the renovation of the Argosy is complete. Majestic is not. Naturally, this extends to its facilities now. You may use it to trade for even better items than before. Our trades are overflowing with more magnificence than ever before. Now, do come again. Enjoy the wonders of travel and trade. Alright, awesome. Awesome. So, in here is full. Okay. Body bargaining, there isn't another, so whatever the hell I get, like more unique items in there, won't be just blue mushrooms. I wish it stayed that way because I only want blue mushrooms right now. I know I'm a picky hunter. Let's go, buddy. Audie. Alright, so I did get, a lot of items from the Argosy. I did bring the Mercenaries back, so whenever you get both of them completed, Mercenaries and Argosy, it's best to check up here. Look how full this nest is, and you get a bunch of items that are quite useful. You get some trap tools, you get some of those legend apples that you need for boosting the Mercenary hunts. Very useful items. And as well boosting the Argosy trade routes for the little, the pets you do send out on those missions. Alright, so yeah, get these completed, get these reassigned. Alright, and as well go into high rank expedition tour, and I'm going to be going the ruins right here. This one won't be long at all. I don't think I'll fight a monster either because I'm already too close to 1 hour in, and I think that's just around the amount of time that I do have for this one. So let's go for this episode. Alright, so I'm going to be going the usual route as per is my usual here. Alright, and drop these in here. Alright, awesome. And just come back here. Perfect aim, right? Awesome, right? And as well, come back here. Drop these in here. My items are fine, right? Yeah, definitely. Alright, let's go. So, swing, flip, swing, flip. I got up there quite easier with the last second flip there at the edge. All necessary, all purposely done. Alright, so grab these. Good. Iron ore. Dragonite ore is very useful. This as well. Dragonite ores. Whoa. Getting some good upgrades for once. Definitely you'll see next episode, if anything, when I get around to crafting the kazoo. I think I might be able to craft at least one kazoo part after capturing that. So I'll check that before I end this off as well. Let's see how dark this is looking at cam. Very dark. And what I've been doing is turning it up a bit. That's going to be fine. That's fine enough. Not any more than that. Just to keep the quality, that the colors and go away, the brightness. Alright, so I've collected nothing so far, I'd say. So, just beginning to get some stats here. Freaking carry your shit. Leave my screen. Damn. Leave. Damn it, man. Alright. So grabbing that. Grab that. Leave. And definitely never opening my window again for a while. I've got my back window opening ready. That should be enough. I don't see, why a person should be crazy enough to think that all the windows in your house have to be open for you to get some good air. Sometimes, you know, because of the nature of, I explained at the very beginning of this episode already, because of the nature of it, the location of the house, the wind direction does blow toward the house directly. If someone further up the, you know, my driveway that lives in front there, if they spray something, it's going to come into this room. If someone has a dirty well being cleaned or anything is going to come into this room. Right next to me, next door, there's a bakery in my area, and the people who, you know, people deal with it, whatever, they've got geese or help out. They've got geese back there shitting it up. And that always, like, you can easily stand next to the galvanized, you know, just next to the yard and smell the shit from there. So I'm quite sure that's constantly coming into my room as well. Now, why the fuck? Alright, that is a necessary adjective. Why in the hell would I have this window open? Shit is coming down here all the time. I'm getting, you know, someone is going to spray out their house with Benjis or some shit, whatever they feel like doing. All of the perfume that they've got is coming straight down in here. There's someone who, I'm not calling any names, sits down outside the fucking house and smokes on a nighttime whenever they feel like. That comes down in here sometimes too. It would affect me, of course, right? Why the fuck would I have this window open? Why? Why? Exactly. Alright? So, these flies are a least of the freaking problems, but they're part of it for sure. Alright? They're freaking part of it unless I find out what is going on. You know, animals constantly dying around the house. A scent, finding, you know, some odd activity, man. Like, the sort of stuff that you'd see in maybe if they ever made an anime about a character that investigates the paranormal of animals and stuff like that. And maybe because, you know, anime worlds are all about, you know, something that is very mystical and interesting and fascinating. Maybe the animals would start to talk and the character would understand them and go down into maybe the animal world or something, and the animals would detail that they've always lived amongst us, but we just couldn't see them, different creatures, stuff like that. You know, it'd be awesome, right? But point is, you know, you get weird. Have you ever been in an area, right? And you smelt something that smells like a dead cat or something, but if you know that area well and you sense it, you smell it more or something, but when you check the bushes and stuff around there, this so-called dead scent, the source could never be found. Like, as odd as that, that's what I'm talking about. Weird paranormal events, and you know, something might be killed or die from that realm, and it would be unseen to the humans until someone that's aware of the existence and can see them and stuff like that moves in to clear them out. And I think some shit is going on around here, man. You call a lot of lands that delve too deeply into the paranormal, you know, some become, you know, use the arts for good, some use it for bad, and the ones that usually use it for bad are called witches. We hear about them in children's, like, so-called fairy tales, but these things are real. So I've got reason, man. I've got to keep my window shut. I'm quite sure I've got to keep it shut. What else can I get? That's just an item enhancing something. That isn't really a material gain right there. That this pink thing that shows that brew here is in fermentation amplifies some items' effect. So if I use a potion, it's going to be just as strong as a first aid, and if I use a first aid, it's going to be just as strong as a hyper potion. That's how it works. It boosts the effects of healing items and stuff like that. Quite useful. You've seen me use it many a time in this so far, for sure. Did I come all the way up here? Yes, I did. Fighting things? Yes, I did. Alright, so that Acnosome is, you know, chasing me down, but I don't need it. I don't freaking need it. Jump down here. See what I can get from these. Let's go, damage. So grab this material. See if I can get a carve. And what is it? High quality pelt. Always useful. Alright. As of right now, because these are fresh items for me in this playthrough, actually. Alright, not to be boasting, always talking about it, but I am at master rank in my personal playthrough. For this playthrough, this is fresh for me. I've had this game for too long already. I'm thinking about doing but that game is even worse than this. Although it's one of my favorite actually in all Nintendo series, one of them. Although it is Pokemon, they somehow managed to make it way more tedious than this. Imagine you catch a Pokemon to fill your Pokédex, and that's it. That's all you need to do to fill its Pokédex. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is worse, more tedious than this game, believe it or not. You've got to use, like, say it knows Bite, you've got to use Bite like 15 times or something like that to complete that part of your dex. Before it's 100%, you've got to do a lot of tedious shit. Some of them you've got to see them use certain moves. Some of them you've got to use certain moves on them. Like you've got to defeat them with like their weakness or something like that a certain amount of times. You've got to capture a certain amount of them. So maybe you've got to capture like 20 of them or 30. The game is crazy as hell, man. What the fuck is wrong with these people in these days, man? This is insane. Capcom, Game Freak, everybody, they just made a game. The same company that usually, builds for Pokemon created a game called Beast of Reincarnation. Why would they do that? Unless they're saying Pokemon is going to suffer some fate soon enough. Smartly telling us that. With all that's been going on, Pal World got through. No, that's not good. Yeah, so what's going on? Everyone is like suicidal, as crazy as that seems to even say. But why, PlayStation all of a sudden announced that they're done with this. I, for one, I'm not a PlayStation fan. I grew up on Nintendo, right? I don't hate PlayStation. I'm just saying I'm not it's not my primary I'd say video game company that I grew up on and started with. Nintendo is. But I somehow still know, although I'm all Nintendo, all for Nintendo, I somehow still know that majority of the PlayStation fans take like physical discs and stuff really, that's their value. Why the hell would a company that should know about its own customers all of a sudden announce that it's canceling what those people take most dear to them, which is actually owning a physical copy of something? Why would they do that, right? And then all of a sudden, the weaknesses that Xbox has, some fucking bitch. I'm sorry, well, I'm gonna go right here into the Hunter's Notes, large monsters. There's even a monster in Monster Hunter Wilds right here that's called Bitch Hating. You're trying to say the bitches are hating on us, huh? And this game came out in 2021 or something like that, years ago. So what the hell? What in the literal fuck is going on around here, gaming industry? I'm talking to you directly. I'm not losing it. I'm just getting raw. I'm just getting raw and straight to the point all of a sudden. What the hell is going on around here? This is not normal. I looked at this from the, launch on Nintendo Switch 1 all those years back, and I was like, no, something is wrong here. What the fuck is this? What is this? Bitch hating? The bitches are hating? And then all of a sudden we have these, they're calling them chuds. Females that are like so full of themselves. Majority end up being tomboys and just like a pain to the initial whatever industry. They call them chuds. These chuds are taking over the gaming industry. There's a female in the CEO of Nintendo right now. There's a female all of a sudden CEO of there's a female CEO of Nintendo. There's a female CEO at Xbox. I'm quite sure the face at PlayStation is still a male for right now. I think it's a female. It's a male. It's some weird as hell shit is going on. It's creepy as hell. Even here on Barbados, I think I heard like someone is outside just when I'm beginning to speak about this. It's odd as fuck. But the chief of commissioner for the police and stuff like that is a female. And it's always been, this is, I would admit, this has always been, kind of for years now, taken by the female population quite smartly, but I still find that odd that they always gave those positions to the males for reasons. oh, it's too difficult work, maybe it's dangerous, you know, who needs that sort of stress and shit? They can plan, why is it all of a sudden the women are snatching all the positions from men? What the hell is going on? Are they swapping bodies or something? Was I right about that? Am I not crazy here? And some bitch included, some bitch people, or you know, some man is putting himself in a woman's body. I don't mean like this trans thing. I'm not talking about that. I mean literally like someone is taking their soul and swapping places with a friend. Take some friend and swapping places with them. Is that the hell? You know, all the weird changes to sexuality people had in me, like all a female you would know going to school with for decades, right? You know her since school and all the way up to now, these years, and all of a sudden she goes so-called queer, like just being, you know. So what the hell is going on here? And all of a sudden, after a movement like that, weird as hell, majority of the earth just with the snap of Thanos' finger, all of a sudden everyone is queer, right? Everyone is saying that they're queer. Then all of a sudden, we get females taking over the gaming industry and killing it, literally killing it off. No, no, no. Something is wrong, man. You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this. So whatever it is that's going on, man, hopefully it doesn't affect me that you're bad. These things are hilarious. They literally are though. Um. Oh. Oh, come on. Where you going? Think it got away, man. This one is trying to as well. Come on, come on, come on. Get me some materials. This is high rank. I need to see what I get. Bombaje, because I did forget. Oh, just a raw meat here. Alright. So I think I got enough though. And this is far enough in it to the memory count for this video. This is going to end off its memory capacity soon enough for sure. So if you like this episode, leave a like. I'm going to hit the complete quest button here. Get the materials from over here. Yeah, I like the high fives with the palico. Quite awesome. Alright, if you like this episode, you can leave a like. Click that like button, as well as you can leave a comment if you do, please. And that button that says subscribe, it really should be saying follow, alright? Because there's no payment necessary here. You're just simply following my channel. You'll be notified whenever I create a new, you know, video, new content, a post. And yeah, so click on that. And as well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whenever and wherever you're watching. This has been Mr. Pokemon 907. Until next upload, yeah, thank you for watching.